Hello and welcome back to Defense Force 4.1.
Select a mission.
That will be fine.
Select a mission. Deploying.
So, yeah. How's it going? Okay, can I reach the nest from over here? Surely if you will, yeah. I think that's angered them. Potentially. Okay. Here we go. You just have to keep on shooting it, I believe. However, sadly for me, I see the bugs. The bugs will keep spawning, and you can't enter the nest or whatever. It's just solid inside. Shit. Well, that wasn't on purpose, but yeah, basically, you gotta keep shooting at the nest now. That's our objective. They don't seem to mind. I don't know how many... Oh, those guys are fighting whatever those things are over there, huh? And these guys don't seem to give a shit. Oh? I think they noticed me. Yeah, they've noticed me. Come on. Okay. Yeah, the accuracy in this isn't the best, if you can't tell. It's okay, honestly, but, like, not as good as I would hope. Maybe the RAR, if it exists, is gonna be better. Because, like, it's not unusably bad, it's just kind of shit. Did I take, like, the wrong way around, where the game didn't expect me to go? So I skipped whatever those guys were that are harassing. I'll have to go back and take a look, I guess. While shooting at this. I see them over there, yeah, okay. Come on. I can break it. With enough time. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to yet? I don't even remember. I know that there's a mission where I have to keep damaging it, but I don't know if that's this mission or not. Well, I got one of them. And these guys are getting the other ones.
Bastard, that hurt! Hey, you okay?
Let's look for
Yeah,
enemies.
okay, there we go. Now things are heating up over there.
The insects are multiplying and evolving in that hive. They better be destroyed quickly.
Okay.
Attack the giant insects.
Human race is free!
Ranger, engage in battle.
You're telling me that like I'm not here. Oh, come on. Come on.
Cover right! Understood! Go back to outer space! Reload it! Whoever kills the most giant insects! Take on me! You're gonna feed me well! Shot! Hold on! Hey! Does it hurt?
Let's, yeah, I mean, it's good when you have a bunch of bugs, because chances are, even if you miss one of them, you're gonna hit another one. It's very much one of those, spray and pray type weapons, but, you know, it's, it's a good power boost. However, yeah, if I was using, like, an actually accurate weapon, I would actually be able to, like, hit these guys with any moderate amount of accuracy and not... How many of them are there? Jesus. Okay, let's head down there. Let's actually reload this.
Enemies in the back of mine! Took it out!
Okay. There's like an ocean of them back there. The perfect time to use the cascade. Shit. Oh. Well, that angered them. And this is where the cascade will do well, I believe. Fuck. The frame rate is dropping. I wonder if VSync is turned on. That could be causing the issues. I can't check here. Because the game, like, dropped from 58, like, it's dropping to 58 frames. But the drop feels a lot worse. Almost like it has VSync enabled. Which it shouldn't. Because I have, like, adaptive refresh enabled.
There are too many giant insects. Withdraw and regroup.
What do you mean?
Retreat.
No! No, my loot! Okay, I got UMRA grenade launcher, so this
Select
wasn't
a
for
mission.
naught. Okay.
Select a mission.
Okay. Huh. What is
Choose
the
loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
UMRA? New grenade launcher fires... Okay, so let's see. I see. It's just really fast. Because, like, compare this one to this one. The radius is smaller, it's half the damage, but 3 times the capacity, and a way larger rate of fire. However, since we're dealing... Oh, well, what's the Goliath? 600 damage!
Choose loadout.
We'll try this loadout.
Select a mission. Deploying.
I have a feeling I'm gonna blow myself up with the Goliath, but we'll see. I also don't think it's the Goliath I'm thinking of, you know, the one from StarCraft. where he does the Goliath Online, and then he can't Pathfind anywhere because it's Brood War. But, you know.
Commence operations. All units proceed.
One of my favorite bits in the Carbot StarCraft series in Brood War was when, like, the big army was getting ready. And so, like, it's time for the units to move out, and he kept, like, slowly instructing 12 by 12 units. Because in StarCraft, like, the old one, there's a limit on how many units you can pull up. You know, you can control at once. Shit, I don't exactly know why that was done. I assume there was a reason for it. Shit. Yeah, this is doing a lot of damage to me.
I'm under your command. Crap, I don't have bullets.
Trying to break. Something exploded.
Watch out from behind.
That's great. We need to come in.
Oh, I forgot to check V-Sync. Come on. Come on.
Wait for the hatch to open. Attack the opened hatch.
Yeah, well, it's easy for you to say. I have to keep being under it. I'm trying to blow up the fucking things. Actually, wait for this. Yeah, I can just roll and shoot the ones that come close. This, like, some of these missions are obviously more perilous as a wing diver, but goddamn, are they faster? Ow! Come on, another one, another one. I missed. I would really, honestly prefer health over the other drops currently, because I need health. Okay, the hatch is not open. Why has it gone AFK? Yeah.
Aim for the inside when the hatch is open.
Okay, 2 hits. That's good. Oh my god. Maybe I should have been standing further away. Come on, come over here. Yeah. Assuming the frame drops I'm experiencing are V-Sync related, basically...
Destroy the quadruped fortress's cannons.
Okay. An issue, like, this is something which I've tried explaining to people for ages, but it's kind of hard for them to understand. Because it's, you know... A lot of people aren't very computer literate, I guess. So, one big issue the N64 had was, the video, basically like the video output chip, the way it was designed made it so it was continuously only running on V-Sync, and it had to basically like finish displaying a frame, meaning that if you had like one slight frame drop, because it kept having to like stay glued to the NTSC thing. It was basically programmed in such a way that if your game had a single frame of lag at like 60 FPS, it would have to go all the way down to like 30 FPS for a frame, and it would look really like juddery. And the same thing if the game couldn't like hold a stable 30. Like it would just be really unhappy. And the solution to this was to just cap the game's frame rate. Like, if Ocarina of Time had, like, you know, basically like what I'm trying to say, right, is if Ocarina of Time was on the same Nintendo 64, just one... Oh, shit. What hit me? Just one which, supported, like, What's shooting me? Oh! I see. I'm dead, because it wasn't looking. Hold on. Oh my god. No, no, no. We're retreating so I can check VSync settings. Oh, those are the only settings. Okay.
Select a mission.
I'm gonna check in my driver software. One moment, please. I'll see if that did anything.
Select deploying.
Okay, so maybe I should watch out for the things on the screen. That's a good idea, right? Anyways, yeah, like, it could have run at a variable 20 to 30 FPS instead of just running at, like, 20. What's funny is this also meant that, like, on the PS1, obviously not all games did this, but there was really no downside to letting, like, PAL, you know, European games also run at 30 FPS. Because, like, what harm is there? You're not gonna be following the standard either way. You can handle frame drop, it's fine. But, you know, on the N64, games were, like, forced to abide by the standard. This is why the N64 version of, what's its face? That's why the N64 version of Ocarina of Time, runs at, like, 17 FPS in Europe. It's because the fucking frame rate differences. And yeah, it is kind of funny. I think, in my opinion, that, 60 FPS was the superior standard. Not necessarily because of, like, in terms of, like, everything, right? In retrospect, I guess would be the correct, you know, term. Not necessarily just because, like, oh, higher frame rates, but a lower resolution. But basically because for gaming, what it meant is that,
Attack the opened hatch.
Yeah. Basically, like, you could just store so much more, like, game data, because you would have to waste, you know, less space for the frame buffer. Well, it wasn't that big of a difference, but it still was a, you know, decent difference. There was that, and arguably more importantly, there's the whole thing where, like, I don't know if you know this, but, like, 60 is a number that is very good for, like, easy division, right? When you divide 50 by half, you get 25. When you divide, you know, 20... So when you divide 60 by half, you get 30. But then, like, you know, 30 can be divided again, and, you know, it's just cleaner to have a 60 FPS as a sort of monitor baseline, because then, you know, some games could run at 30 FPS, some games could run at 20 if necessary, or 15, but in PAL regions, well, you have 25, 16.7, 12.5, it doesn't work.
Aim for the inside when the hatch is open.
And I'm aware that this is like, oh yeah, but these days it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, the VESA standard, I believe, had 70 FPS as the baseline on some of the old monitors. I forget, I remember asking Kamek, I believe, just like why Doom was designed around 35 FPS as a cap. And he basically said, oh yeah, it's because the old monitor standards had 70 Hz as a baseline. So at the time, it just made sense to limit Doom at a, you know, at half of that. And yeah, you can't, like, people wonder, like, oh yeah, how do you get some information from people? Well, you just ask them. You just ask them questions, and sometimes people will answer. Sometimes, like, people just, you know, especially if it's something they're proud of working on, and they're not under non-disclosure agreements, people will often happily discuss their work. Obviously, it's a little bit different, like, depending on company culture and, like, general culture.
Yes, sir.
You know, some people want to be more or less secretive about their work. Some people are, like, naturally really introverted, so they don't want to discuss it that much. But in general, I feel it's true for a lot of developers. I would say most. Most developers love talking about the things they do, and, you know, wanna share their love for the medium. It is kind of disappointing we never got The Simpsons Hit and Run 2. From what I remember reading in an interview, they were gonna get, like, towing physics working for the sequel. So, like, I would have hated that, but I love the idea. Which I know sounds really funny to say, but, like, shit. Towing vehicles in The Simpsons Hit and Run 2 would have been so lit. Sadly, instead of getting a sequel to a shockingly good licensed game, they made the Simpsons video game, which wasn't bad, but, like, you know, there's a reason why people discuss Hit and Run and don't discuss the other ones that much. I guess they discuss Road Rage a little bit. You know, the truth is, and this is something which, you know, time and time again is proven correct, what people crave most in gaming are those, like, unique, you know, experiences, sort of, which I'm aware that, like, oh yeah, but Hit and Run is a GTA clone. Yeah, but it's still, in a sense, a unique mixture of, you know, of, like, you know, game mechanics and The Simpsons and such. People like unique things that have, like, those sorts of vibes to them of, like, yeah, this is, you know, something specific. The reason why you have Defense Force, like, a huge reason why you have Defense Force is so beloved is because it's the cheesiest thing in the world. It's because it's so, like, it's just designed around, you know, the cheeses. The dialogue is bad, but in a really funny way. The aliens are, like, you know, trying to one-up you in every single game, like, how every single, you know, kind of like how in all of those alien invasion movies, every single time, you know, the aliens need to have a larger ship. Because every single time, the aliens need to be a larger and larger threat to one-up the previous one. And that's the thing, right? That's the fun. Okay, now comes the evil bastard.
This is Scout. The enemy is dropping.
Okay, gotta be careful. Please don't notice me. How many of these?
Are thought to be plasma cannons.
There's a plasma cannon.
He sees me. Retreat out. Okay, maybe I should be retreating better.
It just won't die.
Oh my god. Die. Okay, let's see.
The enemy has plasma cannons. Be careful.
Yeah, I see. Fuck. Aren't I glad I have the Goliath right now? If it hits 600 damage, it doesn't always hit because I can't aim. Okay, we got one. You can see his body parts. Okay, we got another one. You see, just keep your distance. I missed. Oh! Well. Oh god, there's another one. How many of them are there? Gotta hit him in the gun. Yes. There's another one.
Railgun, fire at will.
Okay. Help me, because I'm gonna die here.
Enemy detected.
Shit. Shoot him. Is he dead? He's not. He is. He isn't. He is. There may be one more enemy left. I'm not sure. If I get thrown into the fucking air, then yeah. One of them's left. Yeah, the railgun's a good weapon. For the air raid. Oh yeah, no, no, I don't think it helped much. Actually, maybe? I'm not even sure. Yeah, no, I think it's... yeah, it's, maybe the frame times are just dog shit. Could happen. It is a console game, but yeah, you can see this thing's like smoking. It's how shall we say, not long for this world. So I think it just goes in a circle. Probably just walks in a big circle. Yeah, the railgun makes this easier, like by a lot. Because I don't care for the armor anymore. Okay, let's just blow it up. It may have also helped that I've killed all the, like, lasers. Come on, open up! Yes. It should be dead soon. It should so be like, yes. There we go. Well. Oh, it's gonna pull on me. Yay, it's dead. We got 0 new weapons. You serious? Okay.
Select a mission.
Oh.
Select a mission.
All right.
Deploying.
All right. Sure.
We're in your hands.
I know this mission.
Dragon attacks are severe. A number of cities are already engulfed in flames, and there are too many victims to
I
count.
love how this is just like an RPG.
CDF was fighting infinite giant insects. With the overwhelming combat strength of the dragons, they're at their wits' end and continue to retreat.
Is there a nest? I don't think there is here.
Yes, sir.
No. Oh.
Yes, sir.
The dragons are back. Let's hit one. I missed. Hit that guy? Nope. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I missed again. Hello. Yeah, well, you've gotta wait for them to land. That's when they're such easy targets. Like, I mean, they are dangerous, but like, only if you like get caught in a bad situation, really. Because like, otherwise I can just shoot them down from the sky, and then they die.
Enemy neutralized. Understood.
I think there's a bunch of Hectors down there. Why am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of a different mission. There's a bunch of spiders. Spider. Oh. Well. So whenever I attack a new wave of these, then like more of the flying shit spawn. Thankfully for me though, I can have the big Goliath and clear out an entire wave of the bugs before the fucking lizards arrive.
Understood.
Come on. Okay. I wouldn't recommend flying currently. Come on. Missed that. There we go. That's one of them. Knocked out of the sky. Okay, well, sadly for the dragons, I have something they don't. Feet that actually let me walk straight. And, a small enough figure to where I can't easily get killed with lead. Okay. Shit, get out of the way. Okay. Now, I missed. Yeah, pushovers, man. Pushovers, it's fine. It's fine. Who cares? Just a bug. Or is it a glitch? And now a new wave will spawn in the sky, right? Because I've got a few of them. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's dependent on position. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's the full wave, and they didn't even spawn. Huh. Where's the next group? So what did we have? We had ants, red ants, and just more spiders, and the next one's gonna be what? More ants. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just more ants, huh? Because the spiders are not gonna be too happy when I blow up a bunch of them. Okay, now they're approaching. Okay, this is actually not bad for us. If I could hit any of the spiders, that is. Because the damage radius on the Goliath is big enough to like, you know, usually I can aim my rockets, maybe not today, but usually I can aim. It's just that with the Goliath, I don't have to. I can just let it do its thing. You can see all the dragons flying down. Probably targeting me. I hope it's me. Because... oh, I got someone. Yeah, that's what you do. You fire into the big group of enemies and hope... yeah, like, this is what I mean. Granted, I may have killed a lot of my own units, but, like, when a bunch of dragons fly down, what do? You fire a giant rocket into the crowd, and all the dragons get exploded. Sometimes I don't even like watch what's happening on the actual screen. I'm just looking at the map and shooting at the red dots.
I'm gonna destroy them!
Like, you know, it sounds funny, but genuinely, sometimes, like, I wish I could hit middle mouse button to enter EDF Soldier Vision. And then it just shows me, like, where all the bugs are, like, you know, heat map sources and X-ray. Because that's basically what the little radar already is. That's how I use it when I play. Instead of figuring out which ones are the bodies being propelled around by the explosions, and which ones are the actual living dragons trying to kill me, I don't have to guess. I can just use the radar. What's funny is back when Urban Defense Force 3 came out, visually it didn't even look that bad. Visually, like, it looked fine. And then they kind of realized that, oh great, even more. Anyways, like, Sandlot kind of realized, you know, the graphics arms race doesn't really matter that much. Do you know how many more bugs we can have on screen on the PS4 if we just have the same graphics and we just use the remaining power, you know, to have more bugs? And it's something that I kind of like hearing, like, you know, with the Switch 2. Obviously, Switch 2 games, the ones at least made by Nintendo, look a lot better than many of the Switch 1 games. However, it's very much a sort of, I'm gonna call it the early PS2 situation, where a decent chunk of the developers were making games that, sure, they looked a decent bit better than, like, the previous generation games, but the main thing was that they were trying to make games which looked, you know, a decent bit better, obviously, but they were also focused on making them just run a lot better. And especially, like, in the case of the Switch 2, Nintendo has been focused in providing so many, like, it's just nice to see. Like, Nintendo's been more focused on providing games that are, like, unique and quote-unquote fun, than games that are trying to take, you know, quote-unquote true advantage of the Switch 2 hardware, like, you know, something like Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk itself isn't bad, obviously, but, like, at least from what I've seen of it, it doesn't sound that interesting, because so much of it, I feel like, it's kind of sad, because so much of Cyberpunk's discussion originally started off as a game that didn't work right, you know, when it came out, because it came out on last-gen systems. And then it became, like, the new Crysis. And sadly, that means that so much of the discussion has actually gone away from the, you know, all the things that make a game a game. What do we have for next? Oh. Shit. Numerous oh yeah, this is gonna be one of those beat 'em ups that all the kids are into. Shit. See you next time. Goodbye.